Hey, what's up guys? It's Toxic here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the new KSI event that Roblox is currently hosting. And as you can see on the screen right now, we're actually on the event page, and it says Roblox presents the KSI launch party. Premieres August 13th at 4 p.m. PDT. And you can see there's a box right here that says jump in, and if we were to click on this, it would take us to the game where the event is being hosted. And there's something in this event game that a lot of people are talking about, and you could clearly see in the title. A lot of people are saying that something in this game is hinting towards the fact that there might be new limiteds coming from this event. Now usually when I take a look at events, I tend to take a look at everything else aside from the game first, and then I take a look at the game afterwards. But just because of the fact that there's a lot of attention towards the game right now, because apparently it hints towards limiteds coming soon, I want to touch upon that really quickly. And also stick around, because after we take a look at that, we're going to talk about how one of the items in this event is just completely broken. But yeah, as you can see, we're now in the event game. And if we were to take a look at the merch shop right here next to the spawn, it says limited item release times, boxing gloves, sequin boxing mask, and royal crown. You can see this one's Friday at 4 to 5 p.m. This one's Saturday at 12 to 1 p.m. And then this one is Sunday from 9 to 10 a.m. Now, I don't know if this is automatically adjusted to your own time zone, or if this is just a time zone that we have to guess. Now, if it's not automatic, and I had to guess what time zone it was, I would say that it's probably Pacific Standard Time. Only because of the fact that, as we saw on the page for the event right now, it literally said PDT, which is the Pacific time zone. And that's the time zone where Roblox is located, so it makes a lot of sense as to why they would use that time zone. Again, I don't know if this is automatically adjusted or not, but either way, the fact that it says limited item release times, and this seems very, very similar to the Gucci items, by the way. So a lot of people were saying, because of these similarities with the Gucci items, as well as the fact that it says limited item release times, it seems that these items could potentially be limited items. Now, honestly, I kind of believe these rumors. In my opinion, this really does look a lot like the Gucci event, and I would assume that this probably does mean that these items are going to go limited. Alright, so we're back at the event page right now, and before I go take a look at the broken item that I mentioned earlier, I want to quickly scroll through the event and take a look at everything else. So yeah, let's just start by scrolling through, and the first thing you're going to notice is that there's actually a very large picture of KSI. Like, it's a really, really large image, like in between this part up here, and then all the other information. I don't know why this image is such a large image, but either way, it says Launch Party KSI. You're invited. Celebrate KSI's #1 album all over the place in virtual London with an exclusive performance and Q&A, VIP rooftop after party, car racing, and KSI merch. And I'm pretty sure this exclusive performance is actually going to be in the game that they linked right there, because if we were to go in game one more time, you can see that they actually have something right here where it says KSI launch party, there's a countdown, and then there's like a big screen, so I'm guessing that it'll just be like a video on this thing right here. And then I'm assuming everybody would just gather around here and watch the video on the screen, like the whole concert stuff. And then they go on to say Q&A right here, which is really interesting because the last time they had a Q&A, the filters weren't working, and the person who was doing the Q&A might have said a bad word or two. But yeah, aside from that, hopefully they fixed the filter and all that, and everything's working good now. But then it goes on to say VIP rooftop after party, which is really interesting. I don't know what they mean by that. And then they go on to say car racing, which I think they meant to say kart racing actually, because there's a little like go-kart area on that map as well, but it wasn't working in the server I went in before. And then they also mentioned KSI merch right here. And this is the part that's really interesting, because I honestly expected KSI to maybe get a few items, but KSI actually got a ton of items. Because if you guys remember just a few seconds ago when we were in game and taking a look at the potentially limited items, that's already 3 items right there. And then if we scroll down and take a look, there's a lot more KSI merch that they actually added to the catalog. But if we were to continue scrolling through, you can see that there's a whole like information area here about KSI's album right here. And then you have these merch items right here. And like I said before, there's a lot more than I originally thought that he would get. If we were to count it right now, you could see there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and I believe that's the last one because this was the one we started with. Yeah, so there's 14 different items here. There's 3 limited ones in-game. So that's already a total of 17 different KSI merch-related items, which is actually a lot when you think about it. However, there's one merch item here in particular that I want to talk about, and it's this one right here. Now, this is the page for the item itself right here, the Royal Guard hat KSI. And you can see the description says, wear the Royal Guard hat to show your London pride. And, you know, at first it seems like just a normal hat. You might be wondering, why did I point this one out in particular? And, I mean, it's 60 Robux, which is quite a bit of Robux, but it's not quite a lot of Robux, really. However, what if I told you guys that Roblox made this exact hat over a decade ago? As you guys can see right here, you have the Queen's Guard hat, which is 90 Robux, and the description says, God save the Queen, and you can see it has 11,000 favorites, while the KSI one has 600. like I said before, this one was actually uploaded in 2011, so it's a very, very old hat. And if I had to take a bet on what the reason was as to why there's a KSI version and then the item that's been around for years, I'm willing to bet that they probably forgot that this item existed. But yeah, either way, it's really funny because this is pretty much the same hat. Obviously the mesh and the textures are different, but it's almost identical, even down to like the textures up here, for example. Like, obviously it looks different, but it's very, very similar. And then really quickly before we talk about that last broken item that I mentioned before, I want to scroll through and take a look at the rest of the event, which isn't much. It's just a schedule right here, which repeats that it's Friday, August 13th at 4 p.m. PDT. And it repeats every hour on the hour until 11 p.m. PDT on Sunday, August 15th. And then there's a little video announcing it, but we don't have to take a look at that. But that's enough taking a look at the event and all that. Let's actually get to the broken item that's completely breaking Roblox right now. Now this is the item that's completely breaking Roblox. As you could see, it's called KSI, it's a bundle, it's 400 Robux, so it's a little bit expensive, but it seems like just the average Arthro bundle, right? It doesn't seem like there's anything wrong with it. No reason why this package should be completely breaking Roblox, right? However, there's a really, really big issue with this package right now, and like I said before, it is completely breaking Roblox. Now, I don't have 400 Robux myself to buy this package and show you guys. However, I did go through my friend request list and I found somebody who was wearing it. So really quickly, I want to give a big shout out to Delkin Debris, as you can see right here, because they're actually wearing the package. And if you're taking a look at their outfit right here, you can see why this is breaking Roblox. You see, they're wearing the package right here on the items that they're wearing. It shows the package itself and everything. However, their entire torso, their arms, their legs, everything is just invisible. And this isn't just a bug on the website. If we were to go in-game and copy this person's outfit, you would be able to see that it's not just a website issue, you actually go completely invisible. As you can see, I pasted this person's ID right here into the bar, and if I were to press enter, once it loads, you could see the arms, the legs, and the torso are completely invisible, and all we get is a floating head and then, you know, KSI's hair here as well from the package. But if I were to remove that for 1 second, you can see that it's just a floating KSI head. And like I said before, this is what's completely breaking Roblox right now. Now, I do want to say that this package actually does work as intended when you have it in R15. This only happens when you have it in R6. And like I said before, it's causing a lot of issues on Roblox because if you put headless on with this package right here, you would basically go fully invisible. Like, there will be nothing showing of your character. All you would see is a little name tag above your character, and you're pretty much invisible otherwise. But yeah, as you can see, like I said before, you're literally just running around, and it's just a floating head. But now I'm going to show you guys what this package is actually supposed to look like. And this time I have to give a shout out to Chase Rooney because Chase Rooney has this package on and it's in R15. All of the limbs and the torso are showing here because, like I said before, it's in R15 and this is what it's supposed to actually look like. So if we were to paste Chase Rooney's ID in here and load up the character, this is what it's actually supposed to look like. And I'm not going to lie, it's a pretty good Arthro package. Like, honestly, the quality is definitely there. They definitely took a lot of time to make it look like the other Arthro packages. Like, this one doesn't really stand out at all, like, you know, in terms of quality, like in a bad way. Like, this definitely matches the standard to all the other Arthro packages I've seen. And also, because I have the speed turned up so high, the animations just look really, really funny. But if I were to turn the speed down to, I believe 16 is default, you would see this is what the running animation is, and again, the quality is there. This looks really, really good, and obviously you're not supposed to jump this high. Again, this is just a setting in my server. But yeah, like I said before, the quality is definitely there. But I'm going to turn the speed back up because it's really funny to see the animations just go crazy when you have the speed so high. But yeah, like I was saying before, this package has been causing quite an issue on Roblox, considering the fact people are able to go completely invisible using this. And even without the headless, like I said before, it's still really hard to spot somebody considering, you know, obviously the head is a much, much smaller area than the torso, the arms, and the legs. And I'm surprised that Roblox hasn't already fixed this, considering that it's been going on for a number of hours already. But I'm sure the staff members are just sleeping and they'll probably get to this in the morning. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today's video. I just wanted to take a look at the KSI event and talk about both the rumor that limiteds are coming back for this KSI event and also the fact that this package has been causing, again, quite a bit of an issue. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time, and goodbye.